Mugabe nephew dares Mnangagwa. Patrick Zhuwao, former President Robert Mugabe's nephew, has warned President Emmerson Mnangagwa that his tenure in office would end in the ballot box this year, as his rivals were regrouping to vote him out. The former Labor and Social Welfare Minister made the claims in a lengthy article on Saturday titled, The Zhuwao Brief Reloaded, Number 2018 Resistance. Zhuwao said 2018 will be a year of resistance against Mnangagwa and his military allies, warning a lot of aggrieved soldiers, persecuted ZANU-PF members, ex-Rhodesians and members from opposition parties, who initially supported the coup hoping to get a share of the spoils, but now felt used, would vent their anger in the ballot box against the current coup and election scheduled for this year. The Zimbabwean political environment is increasingly becoming ripe for straight-thinking and progressive Zimbabweans to come together in forming movements that advocate for the values enshrined in the Constitution, most notably the preamble and founding provisions set out in Chapter 1 with specific reference to Section 2 on the supremacy of the Constitution and Section 3 on founding values and principles, he wrote. Mugabe resigned over a month ago after spending a week under military siege spearheaded by the former commander of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces and now Vice President, Constantino Chiwenga, to pave way for Mnangagwa's ascendancy. This forced many G40 stalwarts, who include Zhuwao, former Higher Education Minister Jonathan Moyo, former Local Government Minister Xavier Kasukuwere to flee the country, while those who remain behind have been arbitrarily arrested on corruption allegations. But Zhuwao, without giving evidence for his claims, said the arrests of G40 members were a sign that the coup conspirators and terrorist junta have been shaken by their rejection by the majority of ZANU-PF population and were frantically scuttling the rebirth of the faction, through intimidation and arbitrary arrests. Such efforts will be met with an even more determined resolve for number 2018 resistance, Zhuwao said, adding he was ready to support any effort that restores Zimbabweans' infringed civil rights, liberties and democracy that has been stolen and plundered by the coup conspirators and terrorizing junta. These robber pirates threatened and have actually unleashed a reign of terror, extreme violence and disinformation for the purposes of self-serving and parochial individual interests totally devoid of the national interest. The military personnel that engaged in the illegal, unconstitutional and treasonous Operation Restore Legacy were authorized to keep, as spoils of robbery and piracy, whatever money, gold and diamonds that they came across. There were no such spoils of robbery and piracy. What is in effect happening is that cash resources are being commandeered from the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe ostensibly for operations, but in reality to appease restless elements, who did not get the expected, but non-existent spoils of robbery and piracy. This is made worse by the fact that disbursement of these commandeered resources is being done on a kinsmanship basis. Those that are not part of the inner circle and clique are also becoming part of the 2018 resistance movement.